Lynn, are you able to unmute? Maybe I should check and see. Lynn, I'm going to unmute you. I think I can ask you to unmute. Hopefully I got the right Lynn. Asked. Lynn must be trying to unmute, right? Let's see, does anybody? Well, all of us in Healing Touch Madison know this self-chakra connection. Maybe while we're waiting to see if Lynn, I don't know, sometimes Lynn might have to go back out and come back in. If she can't get in, I will definitely can lead you. But if you look at the handout that's up, what we're going to do, remember we talked about that there's chakras in every joint of the body and every organ of the body. So we're going to start, you can see number one, we're going to start by opening our foot chakra because we got a chakra in the bottom of our foot. Then we'll be doing ankle, knee. Then we'll do knee, hip. We usually start on our right side, and then after we've done that leg, we're going to go to the other. So we go to the left foot, the left ankle, knee, the left knee, hip. Then we'll do both hips. So you see what I'm doing? I'm just going across the numbers. Then let me show you where the root chakra is. So I'm going to stand up. If you can, I don't know if you guys can. Am I the speaker now? Did we get Lynn to get? Has anybody? I'll just. How do we do this?
And I can't find her.
You can't find her?
Like she's on, so I'm waiting to see if she tries to join again. Okay?
Can anybody text her and maybe see if she goes out and comes back in, and I'll just show them the points.
Okay, she's not even in right now.
Oh,
I'm saying. So I will text her, okay?
Can people see me though? I just wanted to show them. So the root, I'm going to show them something. Just a second.
Yeah. No, they can't see you right now.
Okay, can they see me now?
Well, we have to get rid of the picture of the chakras.
How do I get, so Mindy, can you take off the PowerPoint right now?
There you go.
Okay, and then how do I should I be the speaker? Or whatever, this is my chakra doll, which my friend Janet Wells, who's on the call, helped me make. So you can see the root chakra starts at the base of your spine and goes down towards the earth. So that's the red one. And then the second chakra is called your sacral chakra. That starts, if you put your thumb in your belly button, you put your hand down below, that's where your sacral chakra is. And that's orange. And then if you go above your belly button, this is where your solar plexus is, which is yellow, okay? And I don't know if you see, but our chakras actually go front and back, and they spin. So I'm just showing the position of the 7 major chakras. Now, the one between right at your heart, between your breasts, that's where your heart chakra is, and that one's green. And you see they go front and back. And then the throat chakra is like a light blue, and that goes front and back. Well, we usually just put our hands on the front chakras, but just wanted you to know. And then this one here is the brow chakra. That's a color we call indigo, okay? And then, somebody else, I think Ann Tigan's got that thing. And then up at the top of our head is our crown chakra, and that one's purple. Okay, or violet, we call it. But anyway, the root chakra goes down. That's the only one that's a little tricky. When we tell people to get their root chakra, we usually just have them put their hand, you can just do it like this, or some people like to put like their hand on their thigh and just put their hand here. And it's really, energy follows thoughts. So it's more important that you just listen to what we do, what we say. And if you don't put your hand in the exact same spot, it's the right spot, it's not going to matter because it's intention over technique. So did we get Lynn back? Can anybody find out if Lynn's here?
Well, there's a Lynn here, but I don't think it's Lynn Doyle.
Oh, Lynn. Well,
I did text her.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll just start leading us in this, and we'll have Lynn lead it next week then, okay?
So just for a point of reference, if people wanted to put it on speaker view, then they would see you and see you demonstrate all the spots, okay? All the, show you
And
demonstrating it.
right, and that's the speaker view. It would probably, most people are up in the right-hand corner. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back on this chair actually, so you can see me. Can people hear me?
Yes.
Hope I'm loud enough. Okay. So again, we just want to get in a comfortable position and take a couple good deep breaths. You can do this. You can do this technique in a chair. You can do it in a recliner. You can do it in a bed. You can do it laying on the floor. And if you can't reach any of the places that I tell you to go to, just imagine that your hands are there. Okay. So don't do anything that doesn't feel good to you. Okay. So those of you that can, I'm going to bring my right leg up. I'm going to put one hand on the bottom of my foot and one hand on the top of my foot. So let's just take a couple good deep breaths. We usually hold each position for about a minute to 2 minutes. But our whole purpose here is to connect, open, and balance the chakras so that the energy can flow freely. So we want to open up that foot chakra. Now we're going to put one hand on your ankle and one hand on your knee. And just continue to take nice, slow, deep breaths. The breath helps move the energy. It helps us be grounded and relaxed. And it's really with our thought, with our intention of opening up those chakras that are in your ankle and your knee and connecting them and balancing them. We actually usually say connect, open, and balance. And we use, if you think of cob, like corn on the cob, especially us in Wisconsin, love our corn. So we're going to connect, open, and balance these energy centers, which are called chakras. Now we're going to move our hand. So we're going to have one hand on the knee and one on the hip. It's kind of where your femur meets your hip. See that? Beautiful, beautiful. So just take some nice, slow, deep breaths. Sometimes it's nice to have some nice soft music on while you're doing this. Now we're going to start on our other leg. So I'm going to bring my left foot up and put it on I'm going to put one hand on the bottom of my left foot and the other hand on the top of my left foot. And my thought or my intention is to open up that foot chakra and connect it and balance it with all the other chakras we've already opened up. And now we're going to put one hand on the ankle and one on the knee. And just take nice, slow, deep breaths. Remembering that our intention is to connect, open, and balance this left ankle and left knee chakra with all the other chakras we've already opened up so that the energy can flow freely.
Can you hear me?
Well, then I just went ahead and started it.
No, I don't know what happened. It went off and I couldn't come back on. And I thought maybe all of you were having problems. I just shut my whole computer down and came back on. So I am so sorry. You go ahead.
Okay, we'll have to do it next week, Lynn. So we're just gonna move our hands from our left knee and our left hip, okay? We're glad Lynn's back with us, I'll tell you. So we're just, again, connecting, opening, and balancing the chakras that are in our knee and our hip with all the other chakras we've already opened up and connected. Now keep that hand on the hip, on your left hip, but take the one that's on your knee and put it on your right hip. So we've already opened up our hips, but we want to not only have the energy flowing up our legs, but we want to have it now flow across our pelvis, across our lower abdomen. So just continuing to take nice, slow, deep breaths. Now we're going to start on the 7 major chakras. So remember, the root chakra is the one that starts at the base of your spine and goes down towards the earth. So I'm going to take my hand and just kind of put it between my legs and kind of catch the root chakra there. And I'm going to take my other hand. Remember, you can stick your hand in your belly button or your navel and then let your hand rest below that. That's where your second chakra, your sacral chakra is. So I've got one hand on the root chakra, the first chakra, and one hand on the second chakra, the sacral chakra. Just take some nice, slow, deep breaths. We want to connect, open, and balance these chakras. Now I'll just tell you a little bit. The root chakra is red, and it's really connected to our physicality, to our physical body. It's what helps us, gives us a will to live, keeps us grounded. It's kind of important right now is there's what helps us stay safe, feel safe. So we want to helps with our feelings are secure. So we really want to get this root chakra opened as wide as we can and connect it and balance it with all the other chakras. And each chakra has a gland that it's related to, and the root chakra is related to the adrenal gland. Now keep your hands right there, but I'll tell you a little bit about the second chakra, the sacral chakra. That is orange, and remember that goes in front of you and behind you. And that's related to your emotional body, your feelings. You know, and it's also physically, it's related to your lower abdomen. So it's related to reproduction. So it's in women, it's the ovaries and uterus, and men it's the testicles and the gonads. Just want to take some good deep breaths. Now we're going to take the hand, I usually go with the hand that's lower, and I'm going to bring it up above my belly button so that I've got my hand on the second and third chakras. So I put my upper hand is above my belly button on my solar plexus chakra, which has to do with our mental life. So our thoughts, our beliefs. So we want to connect, open, and balance the solar plexus chakra with the sacral and with the root and with all the other chakras we've already opened up. Our solar plexus chakra has to do with the abdomen, with the organs in that part of your abdomen. So it's a lot to do with digestion. And every chakra has a hormone too, and this is insulin. So insulin, the pancreas, it helps digest the sugar that we use for our body's energy. These chakras are really pretty fascinating as you start studying them. Now we're going to take our lower hand, bring it over to your left side, your rib cage below your breast. Like put your left hand on that, just on your rib cage. That's where your spleen is. And the spleen does a lot of good work for our body. So we want to open up that spleen chakra and connect it and balance it with the solar plexus and all the other chakras we've already opened up. Just taking nice, slow, deep breaths. The spleen is not considered a major chakra, so I don't know the color of it, but I do know that the spleen takes care of a lot of toxins in our body. So I want to give it a little love, a little energy. Now we're going to still keep I have my right hand on my solar plexus. Remember, if you have the other one, it's okay because it's intention over technique. But I'm going to keep the one hand on the solar plexus. I'm going to take the hand that's on the spleen, that's up that rib cage, and I'm going to put it between my breasts where my heart chakra is. So the heart chakra is green. And it has to do with love, with self-love, with compassion, forgiveness. And this is where we deal with grief too. So we really want to open up this heart chakra and connect it and balance it to all the other chakras. The heart chakra is related to our circulatory system. Now again, I'm going to take my hand that's on the solar plexus, the lower one, and move it up above onto my upper chest, which is your high heart. I'm going to keep my other one on my heart chakra. So the high heart chakra is, we want to open that up and connect it and balance it to all the other chakras that we've already opened up. The high heart again, I've recently heard that it's the color turquoise, but you can hear different people will say it's different colors. Doesn't really matter. What it does matter is that it's related to our immune system. So of course we want to send energy to this high heart chakra. So we're taking nice, slow, deep breaths, connecting, opening, and balancing. Now we're gonna put a hand on each wrist because we have chakras in our wrists and we want to open those chakras up. We want to connect, open, and balance to all the other chakras that we've worked on already. Now we're going to move both hands to our elbows. So we're going to open up those elbow chakras and connect them and balance them with all the other chakras. Just taking nice, slow, deep breaths. Some of you may be feeling the energy and some of you may not, and it's all okay. It's important to take the time to take care of yourself, take care of our bodies, take care of our minds and our spirits. Now we're going to take, each hand is going to be on a shoulder. Again, if this is a little hard, sometimes this is a hard one to reach, you don't have to be touching, you never have to be touching your body. You could actually be in the energy field. So, you know, put your hands where they're comfortable and just intend that you're touching your shoulders. Connect, open, and balance these shoulders. The energy has not only been flowing up our arms, but we also want it to flow across our shoulders, across our chest. Now I'm going to take my right hand and put it again on that upper chest, what we call the high heart. And I'm going to put my other hand and I'm going to put it in front of my throat. Oftentimes people don't like to be touched on the throat, so we most often just put the hand, your palm chakra, in front of your throat. You're catching your throat chakra in the energy field there. Now this you're doing on yourself, so if you don't mind touching yourself, you can. It's always, all of these positions can be either on the body or off the body, which means it's in the energy field. The main things is we still have the intention to connect, open, and balance the throat chakra with all the other chakras we've already opened up. The throat chakra is like a light blue, like the sky. It has to do with communications, speaking your truth. Physically, it's related to the thyroid gland, parathyroid gland. Now let's take our hand that's on our high heart, the one on our upper chest. Let's put it up on our forehead. That's our brow chakra, or that's, some people call it the third eye. It's our sixth chakra, our energy center. We want to open up this brow chakra, connect it and balance it with all the other chakras. The sixth chakra is a color we call indigo, which is a darker blue with a little bit of hint of purple in it, or violet. It has to do with intuition, dreaming, visioning. Physically, it's related to this part of the brain. So we want to open up the brow chakra, connect it and balance it with all the other chakras. Now we're going to take our hand that's in front of our throat. We're going to put it up on the top of our head on our crown chakra. That's our seventh chakra. Remember, that points up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky, up towards the heavens. It's violet. We want to open up that chakra and connect it and balance it with all the other chakras. This is a very spiritual chakra. It's where it connects us with the divine, whatever your understanding of the divine is. Physically, it is related to the upper portion of your brain. We want to connect, open, and balance the crown chakra with all the other chakras so that our energy is flowing nice and free. Now we're going to take our hand that's on our brow chakra We're going to put it up. We're actually going to flip the palm so it faces up towards the ceiling. And you're going to put it above your crown chakra, but then move your hand. I'm going to get down so you can see a little better. Then move your hand up so that your hand is about an arm's length. So you got one hand, the palm, your top hand, that's my right hand, is pointing even further up into the air. This is a point that we call the individuation point, or the transpersonal point. It's where we believe our individual energy field connects with the universal energy field. So we just want to take some nice, slow, deep breaths. Now let's just put our arms down to our side. Just take some nice, slow, deep breaths. Kind of check in with your body and see how you're feeling. Notice if you feel any different from before you started this chakra connection. And now I'm going to have you come back like what we call grounded. So you want to, there's several different ways you can ground yourself. You can just feel your feet on the floor. You can move your feet a little bit, tap them. You can rub your thighs. You can really anything. The intention is to bring you back into this here and now. And I'm going to, at this point, stop the recording that we were doing. Okay.